good?
I think we're good.
All right.
So, welcome back to the Unhindered Podcast, and we're actually together this time.
Yeah.
It's been since
A while.
probably beginning of January.
Probably.
Since we were together on a podcast.
Yeah.
But no, it's good. There's lots of stuff going on.
Lots of things. As you can see, we're in our weight room.
Yeah. We've got the Cardinal right in the middle. I just realized that. That's awesome. So we're in the weight room right there. So we actually have two students make that for us. But lots of cool stuff going on. We have a website now. So you could go to the unhinderedpodcast.com and follow us on everything. Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, SoundCloud. Now we put our episodes up on SoundCloud now for those people that are kind of in the process of doing stuff while they're listening and they just want to listen and not watch the video.
Or driving.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Because I noticed on YouTube, if you lock your phone, it shuts off.
Yeah.
So SoundCloud doesn't do that. So you can either get on SoundCloud.com and follow us. So just look up Unhindered Podcast. You can either get the app too, and then it'll play. It'll stream it while you're doing anything else.
So then you can shut off your phone and not kill your battery.
Yeah. Or you can work out and listen to us, whatever you want to do.
That way your phone works unhindered.
For sure. Unhindered, hashtag. So basically, kind of what we got together today to do was talk about, I noticed Mr. Buck tweeted something yesterday. That's at Mr. Buck _SS. No, Mr. _Buck SS on his Twitter page. He tweeted this. He said, "Our life is the sum of the choices that we make. So every morning when you get out of bed, make the choice to be a positive, kind, growth-oriented, and respectful person. This one choice every day will change your world." So I think what we wanted to do is kind of talk about that stuff.
Yeah.
Because you also tweeted right after that, well, in this one, with the sum of our choices. And that's really what stuck out to me.
Yeah.
So when you were writing that, what was kind of going through your head?
I mean, I was just sitting there. So I've been watching a lot of Brooks Gibbs videos about how to handle situations where people are mean to you or you're handling a bully. And it was just, it's like you have to make the choice to be calm, the choice to be kind, the choice to not let people's words affect you. And then I was sitting there thinking, I was like, really, we are where we are because of the choices that we made, right?
Yeah.
For the most part.
For the most part, yeah. There's some stuff you can't control, but
right, like when you're younger, your parents pretty much just make big decisions for you, right? Where you're gonna live, if you're gonna move, those kinds of things. But each day, you decide. When I get up, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna go brush my teeth? Am I not? Am I gonna shower? Am I not? Am I gonna work out? Am I not?
Right.
Like these are little decisions. What am I gonna wear today? Is what I'm gonna wear gonna make me look good today, or is it gonna be something that maybe people think I'm disrespectful or a jerk or a slob or lazy? How every choice that we've made leads us to where we are. I chose to go to Eureka College. Mm-hmm. I chose to be a social studies teacher. I chose to apply for a job at St. Anne. Mm-hmm. These choices led me to eventually making a podcast.
Yeah, somehow we're doing it still.
And so the choices that we make, every choice that you make ends up being who you are, right? So I choose not to do this assignment today. Therefore, I choose to fail. Mm-hmm. I choose to not better myself. I choose not to grow. Therefore, I fail the class. Therefore, I repeat the class. Therefore, my grade GPA is low. Therefore, I cannot go to the college I want to because it all started with that one choice.
Right.
So if every day you make the choice to be positive, growth-oriented, it's hard.
It's very hard, yeah.
It's not an easy thing to wake up every day and say, today's going to be a good day. It's life.
Sometimes days suck.
Yeah, life is not all sunshine and rainbows.
Right, because we all know.
But it's how you respond and react to those times and those challenges that are going to help put you in a place that makes you successful. But I just got to thinking, because I was challenging my students yesterday to think about how they think and how they interact with other people. And that's kind of, I got to thinking about myself, like every day, do I make the choice to get better? Do I make the choice to treat people with respect? Am I actually treating people the way I want to be treated? So not only did I challenge my students to do that, but I ended up doing it myself.
Right.
And so that's kind of what led me to the tweet, is just having that moment, it's like every choice that I've made has put me in this situation, this chair. Like the choice to teach these kids about that forced me to think about it, which then I chose to tweet about it to spread,
Exactly. And you caught my attention. Right. I mean, you tagged me in it, so that helped. But still, I read it and I was like, well, that was deep.
Yeah.
And there's, like what you said, like all the choices you made have kind of led me to where I am. So there's a guy by the name of Andy Andrews who is an author, kind of a public speaker. He's got a really cool backstory, and I suggest if anyone's got free time, look him up and read some of his books. He's really famous for 7 Decisions to Success, which come from his book, The Traveler's Gift, which is super cool. It's like this dude that time travels to talk to like historical figures. It's like I'm like moments before they made a huge decision. It's like moments before, who's the president that dropped the atomic bomb? Truman. Like moments before he signed the document, like going to talk to these people. Talks to Joshua Chamberlain on the mountain before so it's awesome. But he says, so we are where we are, all because of the sum of our actions or choices that we've made. Right. So we are where we are because of our best thinking. Yeah. Now that so some people don't like their decision or the place that they're in, I think might not like that because then they think like, oh, I'm where I am because of me. Yeah. I'm not saying that's always the case. I'm saying there's definitely things you can't control. Like, what if you're working a job or if students, you're working something and you're not quite old enough, our students, for that, but you get laid off or something. And sometimes that's out of your control. Right. Or,
But how you respond to that situation is your choice.
Correct. And so he also talks a lot about, because we also talk about it too, like other people have a lot to do with the way you interact with other people, have a lot to do with the opportunities that you're going to get in your life. Right. So he actually one of his things is that, Andy Andrews I'm still talking about, is one of his things is that the only way you can have opportunity to be successful or try something new is by other people. Right. Other people literally give you the opportunity to do something. Right. So if you try to like have terrible relationship or you end up being a terrible person, I'm not saying you are a terrible person, but maybe we all need to work on something, right? And continue to cut yourself off from people, you literally lose opportunity to do new things. Yeah. I mean, I thought I was like, when I was younger and I heard it didn't really mean anything to me, Right. When I was young and in high school. Right. But now it's kind of like, dude, you're right.
Every person that you come in contact with, whether you consciously think about it or not, you learn something from.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You either learn how to act or how to not act, or you literally learn how to do something, how to do research, how to tie a knot, how to, make a podcast.
Make a podcast. Still figuring it out.
Like I never would have thought of making a podcast on my own.
Right.
Right?
Me neither. Yeah.
So like, obviously together, we're like, oh, hey, that'd be a good idea.
Right.
So, I mean, choices that we make, the people that are around us are what going to make us successful. The people that we choose to surround ourselves with. Right. Right? If you're surrounding yourself with people that say, you're a loser, you're horrible, you're never going to make it, give up now, this is where you're stuck, you're going to be here forever. Those aren't the kind of people that you want in your life. And unfortunately, a lot of times, those people can be our family and our closest friends.
A lot of times they are usually.
Yeah.
Right.
But having the mindset of, I need to change. I need to be successful, right? And just thinking about, are the choices that you're making leading you to success? Right. I'm tired of being where I'm at, but what are you doing to change it? Right. What are you trying to do to get better? Right. Like I think we all have that moment in our lives where we're like, I really don't like the way I am right now. Right. I mean, my brother, he went through that last week. Right. When he came up here, he was working out with us. He's like, it's time for a change, but I have to choose to make that change, right. Which is awesome. Like, I've had that same moment. Oh yeah. In college, after college, it's like, what am I doing? Right. Like, physically, fitness wise, like, what am I doing? Like, I'm being really lazy. I need to change, like, to be better. And that's why we work out. We continue to coach. We continue to teach kids to be better people, be active, be healthy, but take that into the classroom too.
Exactly, yeah.
Educational health.
Right.
Are you doing what it takes to be successful?
I mean, that's even to the kids that just left. I mean, we started talking to them about a little bit about nutrition and kind of the stuff what your body does. Like, same thing. Like, I just took a few moments to say something. Like, not trying to drastically change anything about them, but here's a tip just to get you thinking about
Right.
something.
And I think that's the big thing, is if we can get people to think about the choices they're making.
Right.
Right? Something as simple as, all right, I'm going to Casey's. I can either get the cup of fruit or the slice of pizza.
Right.
Roughly the same price,
Yeah.
but what's going to be better for you in the long run?
Right.
You know?
Probably the same amount of food too.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that you should always go for the fruit.
Right.
Right? It's nice to indulge every now and then.
Absolutely.
have
I mean,
pizza.
when I had you over at the house for The Walking Dead, we were eating banana bread, brownies. Like,
Yeah.
That's Sunday.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So, I mean, it's good to make those choices.
Right.
And when we make bad choices, and we know things that are going to hurt us, you know, in class, maybe it hurts our grade, or a choice that we make hurts a relationship that we're a part, you know, in,
Right.
or, you know, a friendship that we're a part of, or our job, right?
Right.
We're going to make those choices because we're human.
You're right.
It's going to happen.
Exactly.
But then how do we take that and learn from it, right? One of the things we were talking about yesterday in class is forgiveness.
Absolutely. I love this topic.
Yeah. Not only do you need to forgive the other people, right? And forgiveness isn't for the other people. Forgiveness is for
Absolutely
you.
not. I'm so happy that he mentioned that in the video.
Forgiveness is for you.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Forgiveness is all about you letting go of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you have to forgive yourself.
Yep.
You know, we can't beat ourselves up over decisions that we made or things that we said or things that we did years ago, right? It happened. Nobody's invented the time machine yet.
Right. Yet.
If you do, let us in on it.
Yeah, we'll patent it with you.
But we'll call it the unhindered time machine.
The unhindered time machine. Yeah.
But there's no time machine. You can't go back and fix what's done, but you
Right.
can grow from it. You know?
Absolutely.
Like in class, challenging the kids to, all right, you didn't do the assignment right the first time. Redo it. You know, I had a student the other day. They had a writing assignment. They had to write a paragraph, just one paragraph.
Right.
Okay, but there was a specific way that they had to do it. And this kid didn't get it right the first time, so we rewrote it. Still not quite right the second time, so we rewrote it a third time. Still a couple things to get to the format that
Right.
I wanted them writing in. 4 times this kid rewrote the same paragraph. 4 times. I was like, that is a growth mindset.
Absolutely.
I was like, I could tell you were getting visibly frustrated. And like, that happens. Having a growth mindset is going to frustrate you sometimes.
Absolutely.
I'm doing this over and over and over again. But in the end, if you took his first paragraph and compared it to his last paragraph, the difference was like amazing.
Right.
Like, this is what you can write
Right.
when you really apply yourself and put your mind to it. So, you know, you have to make that choice. He had to make that choice to get better.
Right.
Right? He had to make that choice to redo it
Yeah.
and do it again and take the feedback and do it again. And I was like, that's it. That is the growth mindset that I want people to have.
And that,
You know?
I mean, that's a huge, and then celebrating the fact that they showed the growth mindset.
Yeah.
Not necessarily if they got the paragraph perfect, the fact that they showed this along the way.
Yeah.
I think that, especially in our profession, I think that's a lot of what we forget.
Yeah.
Sometimes, not saying that we forget it or we do it perfectly, but they forget to let the kids know, hey, thanks for trying hard.
Yeah.
I know you might have like completely missed what we were trying to do, but
Yeah.
you tried really hard, and I
Right.
think we should celebrate that.
Right.
You know?
And it's more about the process.
Exactly.
Like, did you learn how to do it? Did you actually take the steps, take the time to figure it out? And that's where I've kind of, something that we learned at the tech conference that we went to, where somebody said was, don't teach them something that they can Google.
Correct. Absolutely. Don't be boring.
And that's kind of stuck with me. It's like teaching the kids how to find the information. You know,
Right.
the number of lectures that I've given this year have dropped significantly.
Yeah.
Like, even before, I didn't lecture that often, but like now it's more of, all right, you're going to research this topic, you know,
Right.
explore, find the information, challenge yourself. How can you present this to somebody else? What did you learn? And celebrating the fact that you learned something. I didn't teach you.
Right.
I didn't teach you that that's what is happening or that that's how people celebrate patriotism. I didn't
Right.
teach you that. You discovered it. You learned it.
And that's what we want, right? I think when you do those lessons in your classes, we would much rather see you come to your own
Right.
discovery.
Exactly.
Rather than we just reading a book and you're regurgitating a date.
Right.
Or something like that.
So it's all about making that choice.
Absolutely.
Right? Making that choice to want to be better, to want to develop and grow as a student, as a person.
Absolutely.
Right? Because you're going to go out into the world. And there's going to be things that you have no clue how to do.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Whether it's teaching a class or,
even if you studied it, you're still not going to know how to do it. Yeah.
Right, yeah. So, like, if I was asked to teach a psychology class right now, I'd be like, huh?
Yeah.
I'm qualified to do it.
Correct.
But I would definitely have to go and relearn some of the information.
Correct. If somebody was like, can you tutor me in calculus too? I'd be like, you got to give me a little bit to go back and look at my notes. Right?
Yeah, but, that's what Google's for.
Exactly.
So
that's when it's good.
How can I find the information? And choosing to be like, I'm going to do it.
Right.
And make myself better, as opposed to, that's too hard.
Right.
That's something that I keep saying in my classes when kids are making the decision to put nothing or I don't know as a response.
Right.
Stop taking the easy road.
Dude, I mean, I listened to Cleared Hot, the podcast. I gave them a shout out in my last monologue, and I have a mug and a hat. So I wore it in the last one. But I listened to one of his, and he was like 9 times out of 10. So probably over that.
Yeah.
If you just choose to do the hard thing,
yeah,
you're probably going to be more successful.
Yeah.
Like, literally, choose to do the hard option.
It's going to be more rewarding in the end.
Correct.
I was just running on the treadmill. I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh man, this is getting fast.
Yeah.
But at the end of it, all total, it's 7 minutes of running.
Correct.
Roughly,
yeah. If you count the warm up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can do it, push through it.
Right.
I'm going to be way happier if I can say, I ran a 6:45 mile, as opposed to I ran a 10-minute mile.
So, I mean.
But, just things like that. Or, I chose to read, the student that chose to redo the assignment. He very easily could have said, that grade's good enough, whatever.
Yeah, right. I'm good with the C. Yeah, I'm good.
But he wasn't satisfied. Yeah. And I think that's the thing. Going back to that decision in the morning. Yeah. Just waking up and looking at yourself and saying, or just thinking about yourself and saying, I'm going to be growth oriented. I'm going to get better today. No matter what happens today, I'm going to be a better person by the end of the day today. I can't remember what actor it was that said, I'm always chasing the person I'm going to be in 10 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
I feel like I've heard it, but I can't remember who said it.
But I'm always striving to be the guy that I'm going to be 10 years from now.
So if anybody knows who said that, comment, tag us in.
Yeah, let us know. But I'm never going to be that guy.
Right.
Because
he's going to change.
Because he's always 10 years ahead of me.
Right.
But I'm going to keep chasing him.
Exactly.
I'm going to keep trying to grow and be better and be a better person, right?
Right.
So I think it starts with just every morning when you wake up. In my opinion, there's no wrong side of the bed.
Right, yeah.
Right?
No.
If you wake up in the morning, and things are going to happen, your attitude's going to change throughout the day. Right. But if you wake up in the morning, you say, I'm going to be positive today. I'm going to be kind today.
Right.
I'm going to be growth-oriented, and I'm going to be respectful to everybody that I come in contact with today. Even if it's your best friend in the morning. Right. Start off your day by texting your best friend, hey, good morning, can't wait to see you at school.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Hey, hope to see you at work today.
Yeah.
Have a great day. Start off just doing simple things.
Yeah.
And not only are you going to feel better about yourself, but you're going to make them feel better.
Exactly.
Hey, can't wait to see you at school.
Right.
Maybe texting a friend that doesn't normally come to school or, struggles to come to school.
Right.
Hey, I hope I see you at school today.
Right.
I miss seeing you at school.
Right.
And then school starts to become more fun because you're like, I love all these people.
Because you built a community.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's living in a tribe. I mean, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Living with the tribe is way better than without. I mean, that's like an ancient proverb from somewhere, I think. Probably not in that lingo because I don't think they use the word like and bro. But.
Right. But if you look back at all cultures,
exactly,
they live in
tribes,
communities, right? So,
and they just turn into countries when there's enough of them,
right? So just choose to be kind. Yeah. Be respectful. Somebody asks you to do something. So,
and I think the important thing is you could even wake up and say all that stuff, and then everything throughout the day just goes horribly wrong. We're not saying that that's like a key to and it's going to be a great day.
Right.
You could instantly get done saying that, and then everything will go downhill from there. You're going to have those days.
Right, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So, I mean, there's going to be things that put you in a bad mood.
Absolutely.
But are you going to let that bad mood control your entire day?
Absolutely.
Like somebody says something that just gets under your skin. But how are you going to reflect back onto other people?
Right, and that's now we get into like the idea of, can you control your reaction to things?
Yeah.
That's me. I enjoy the Stoic philosophy of things, and they're pegged with the whole not showing emotion. But actually, what they do is they control the reaction to things, so it looks like they don't show emotion.
Right.
And so if you can actually control your reaction to anything that's thrown at you, then you really have true thinking and understanding.
Right. And I'm not saying
be emotionless or perfect. Yeah, perfect, exactly.
Right? So, like, a lot of times I think when, especially students, hear us talking about this kind of stuff, they're like, oh, yeah, you think you're perfect.
Absolutely not.
No. By no means are we perfect.
Step one in all that is recognizing that you're not perfect and probably never will be.
Yeah.
Actually, probably won't be ever.
Right.
Yeah.
And, so like the videos that we were showing yesterday, the Brooks Gibbs videos, that it is a way of life. Mm-hmm. But you're going to have bad days.
Absolutely. And you're literally gonna do the exact opposite of what you're teaching other people.
Right. Yeah.
At one point. Yeah. More than once.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's, again, how you choose to learn and grow from that. And so, I mean, again, it all comes back to you're the sum of your choices.
The sum of your choices. And I want to jump on what you had just a little bit ago. You said, if you send a text to somebody and make them happy or do something for someone else, I think it's important to. We've been talking a lot about success and making yourself successful, but I've heard a lot of people talk about this, and if you dedicate your life to making those around you successful, somehow you end up being successful.
Right.
If you literally just pour yourself out to other people, and I'm probably saying that's probably going to be exhausting at some time, at some point, at some time, but if you consciously think about how can I improve someone else's life, somehow. If you look back and do any sort of research, it always seems like the person that did that is like exponentially successful in their life.
Right. I mean, look at, just off the top of my head, Mother Teresa.
Yeah.
Dedicated her life to serving other people.
Yeah.
Not herself.
Serving other people.
Gandhi.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's actually the person I was thinking of.
Yeah. Martin Luther King Jr.
Exactly.
Would it have benefited him? Yes. But he
Correct.
was fighting for...
He was fighting for something.
The United States, essentially.
Right.
To be better people, be a better place. I mean, you could pick hundreds of people.
I mean, you could pick hundreds of people that aren't named in history.
Oh, yeah. And just fame does not equal success.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
And success does not equal fame.
Right.
Okay.
Absolutely not. Because if you look at some famous people, they're definitely not successful, and usually they're famous for something they did wrong.
Right. But there's millions of people in this world that are successful.
Right.
And they have a successful, fulfilling life that never get named.
Ever. And aren't rich.
No. And it shouldn't be about
that.
The reward or, the money or anything else. But are you making the world a better place?
Absolutely.
And it starts with yourself.
Yeah.
Right? Starting with you being a better, more positive, respectful, growth-oriented person, and then convincing the people around you to do the same, right?
Absolutely.
If Gandhi didn't follow, he didn't get followers.
Right.
Wouldn't have been successful.
I mean, that's a huge thing. I think I mentioned it the other day in class, maybe. My dad used to tell me, he's like, dude, if you're trying to be a leader and nobody's following you, you're just a guy going out on a walk.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's nothing happening.
Yeah. One of the greatest quotes I saw is, we think of sled dogs.
Yeah.
The leader of the sled dogs isn't always in front.
Nope.
You don't have to be the person out front getting all the attention, getting all the fame.
Right.
To be the leader.
Right.
And, I mean, you think about it. Think about all of the famous people that you see in movies. They have agents.
Correct.
That get them the auditions, that get them
right.
into the movies. You think about politicians. They have so many secretaries and aides.
And, yeah. I mean, I wish that some of the politicians were showing people worked under them to get them to what they were.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's tons of behind-the-scenes work, right? movies put together and you see all those names at the end.
Yeah.
Without one of those names, that movie's not the same thing.
Exactly. There's something missing.
Right. Yeah. So I think we got to think of our lives the same way. If I don't go to work, my students are missing out.
Right.
If one of my students doesn't come to class, all of my students are missing out on what they could have said.
Right.
And that was something that one of my teachers, Mr. Toland, in Riverton, that we read Tuesdays with Maury.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever read that book.
I have not.
Wonderful
Is it
book.
good?
Oh yeah, wonderful book. But essentially, it's be a wave in the ocean, right? So the ocean is made up of a bunch of waves, right? But without one wave, the ocean's not the same.
True story.
Right? But one wave can change how the Earth looks.
Whoa.
So it's just kind of weird to think about, right?
If you really think about it for a second,
yeah. But, without all of an individual wave, without an individual student, the class is different.
Right.
Without the teacher, the class is different. Without the principal, the school's different, know.
Right.
It all starts with making a choice.
Yeah.
Are you going to be a better person?
Absolutely.
And that's kind of what led me to tweeting that. Was a lot of times it's a hard choice to make. It's a hard habit to get into. But are you choosing to be a good person?
Yeah.
Are you choosing to better the world around you?
And live unhindered.
Or are you choosing to sit back and let it all just happen?
Yeah.
So,
anything else to add?
I don't think so. I think that's a good episode.
Give a shout out to anybody?
Everybody.
Everybody.
I mean,
especially his wife.
We mentioned a lot of names.
We mentioned a lot of names. We talk about a lot of people. And anytime you think that we're wrong, please let me know.
Yeah.
If we end up quoting someone
Challenge
who's not
us.
real.
Challenge us.
Please.
That is going to make us better at this podcasting thing. That's going to make our speeches better.
Correct.
Challenge us. Give us topics you want us to talk about.
Please.
Or if you have a quote that maybe you want us to talk about or get our thoughts on.
Absolutely.
Throw that out there.
That'd be great.
Start commenting.
Seriously. And now, please, check out our website, unhinderedpodcast.com. It's us. You can get links to everything. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, SoundCloud, YouTube. And then you can comment. There's even a place in the website to email that automatically let you contact us via email.
That'd be awesome.
So you can be like, hey, I didn't want to comment because I'm embarrassed, but here's something I want you to talk about.
Yeah.
Bam. Right to our email.
Yeah.
And it's completely anonymous.
Yeah, we want to know what you guys think.
Absolutely.
We care about you guys. We care about what you think as far as this podcast. Even if you think it sucks, tell
Please,
us.
let us
Because you
know.
know what?
Yes, please. I'll probably cry a little bit, and then I'll get over it. All right, on that, I think we're good.
Yep.
Awesome.
Live unhindered.
All the time.